sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Bulldog Sports Page brought to you by Kaufman and Lynn Injury Attorneys. Dog, I know we got tons of stuff that you want to get to this morning. Do you want to start, though, at the F1 desk or WrestleMania?
Let's go F1.
We have another victory by one. Max Verstappen, because he's strapped on a victory.
Verstappen.
It's Verstappen in my book, baby.
1-2 finish for Red Bull at the Japanese Grand Prix, and that's your F1 desk update for this week.
Well done, Maxie.
I miss WrestleMania. What happened?
What Cody Rhodes ended up winning the deal, I guess.
Cody Rhodes, the son of Dusty Rhodes.
Yes, put an end to the Roman Reigns' reign as WWE champ from Philly.
The new American Dream, the Tower of Power, the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour.
God.
Yeah.
Also, a.k.a. the Midnight Rider.
Down with his mask.
Down.
All right. Speaking of racing, William Byron. What about him? He's won 3 times now. He wins at Martinsville over the weekend. A sweep for Hendrick Motorsports as they celebrated the anniversary of their first win. That was 40 years ago at Martinsville. Now they have 305 wins. Pretty interesting history. Hendrick Motorsports was an upstart team back in 1984. They were about to shut down, but they win at Martinsville 40 years ago. That allowed them to get a sponsor and keep racing, and the rest, of course, is history.
They had 1,500 current and former Hendrick employees there, and they had reserved the whole area behind Turn 2, and you could see some stress on all of their faces when that late caution came out, Bulldog.
Yeah, but William Byron ends up winning the race. He's been the star. He's followed up by Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott, who finished second and third. So a 1-2-3 sweep for Hendrick Motorsports. The Orlando Magic, I told you, they're going to be in the 3 seed by this time this week, and sure enough, they are in the 3 seed. They won. If they'd have beat Charlotte the other night, they'd clearly be in.
How'd
the 3
they lose
seed,
to them, man?
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't know. But they ended up beating the Bulls last night. Paolo scores 24. Jalen Suggs 19. The Franz had 18. 113-98. The Magic beat the Bulls. They are now in the 3 spot, but only 1 game behind the Milwaukee Bucks for the 2 seed in the East. But this is no time to relax. They could still finish anywhere between 2nd and 8th in the Eastern Conference with a week left in the regular season. Looks like they're going to finish either 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th. I would guess. So we'll see what happens. But right now, this has been a remarkable season for the Orlando Magic. When do they get back in action? Tomorrow night, they'll head to Houston for the first game of a back-to-back. Then they travel to Milwaukee the following night. So the Magic need to keep winning, at least for the time being, with a week left in the regular season. Caitlin Clark, the moment wasn't too big for Caitlin Clark yesterday, but the South Carolina Gamecocks were, man, you want to talk about dominating. 6'7" Camilo Cardoso of South Carolina. Wow. They could not keep her off the board. She had a career-high 17 rebounds, scored 15 points as undefeated South Carolina completed their perfect season with an 87-75 win over Caitlin Clark and the Hawkeyes. Here's the question everybody's asking.
The way she started, though, Caitlin Clark, you're like, man, she's going to put up 50 tonight.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. She had 18 in the first quarter. She was hitting like 30 30-foot 3-point shots fading away. Yeah, it was unbelievable. Then South Carolina put this girl Raven Johnson on Caitlin Clark later in the game, and she was just hounding Caitlin Clark full court, and Clark was clearly bothered by it. So, but South Carolina was just too deep for Iowa. Here's the question, though. Everybody wants to know: can Caitlin Clark still be the GOAT of women's college basketball, even though she never won a national title?
Sure, why not?
I thought it was all about the rings.
So I thought it was. She
just
holds like every record now, right?
Yeah, but that was
she holds the
debate.
records, but she has no championships.
Well, basketball's
could
a
you
team.
have a goat? Could you have a GOAT in any other sport without a championship?
Basketball's a team sport. Last time I checked, it takes 5 people out there all,
I don't know if she gets the GOAT status. I'm with you on that. I heard people talking about it over the weekend.
I think she could be the GOAT just because of how she's elevated the game, but I think it's an interesting debate. Men's national championship game is tonight. Defending champion UConn versus powerful Purdue. 9 p.m. tip-off, which means I won't be awake at the end of it, but should be a great game. Purdue beats NC State 63-50 in the semifinal. 7'4" Zach Edey, 20 points, 12 rebounds. Not much of a matchup with DJ Burns, the big kid from NC State. He was huffing and puffing the entire game. He had only 8 points, 4 assists. Zach Edey and Purdue move on to play the wrecking machine UConn, who beat Alabama 86-72 on Saturday. UConn has now won 11 straight NCAA tournament games dating back to last season by at least 13 points. They are just blowing out everybody. Alabama hung with them for a while, but then UConn turned it up a notch, and that was the end of that game. If you ask me, it'll be a moral victory for Purdue if they can stay within double digits of UConn tonight.
Hey, Bulldog, and one other college basketball note. So I guess John Calipari's not staying at Kentucky.
Wow. Yeah, big news. Calipari is jumping from Kentucky to Arkansas. All right? He's going to get a big contract at Arkansas. The big deal here, though, is he has a long-standing relationship with John Tyson, a billionaire who is the owner of the Tyson Chicken conglomerate and a longtime Arkansas booster. You combine Calipari's recruiting prowess with the chicken billionaire's NIL money, you may have a combination that other teams in college basketball will find to be very, very foul.
Oh my
Is that a
God.
Bulldog bite to wrap us up this morning?
Little foul relationship.
Wow.
All right. Hey, hockey note, Lightning did clinch a playoff spot even though they lost to Pittsburgh over the weekend.
Yeah, knocked the official out of the game.
God, that was pretty brutal. Neither of them saw each other and just wham.
Yeah. By the way, looks like Tiger Woods will play in the Masters this week. He showed up at Augusta yesterday and started practicing. So
did I see something that said he's abstaining from sex in preparation for the?
Yep.
No Perkins, huh?
Yep. Perkins stock down 35% this week.
Perkins pie for T-Dub.
No legs and eggs for him.
And the golfer yesterday that won was Ashanti, I believe. I like that guy, dude. I like him.
Picking him to win the Masters?
No. Going the chef, dude. He's back in the kitchen.
You always go with the favorite, huh?
All right, Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, host of Open Mic over on AM 740 and FM 96.9 The Game. He takes time out of his show each morning to join us here for the sports page on JRR, brought to you by Kaufman and Lind.
Listen to Under Oath with attorney Jeff Kaufman every Saturday morning, 7:30, FM 96.9 The Game. You can catch extended versions of Under Oath by searching for Under Oath with Jeff Kaufman on your favorite streaming platform.
Lincoln Taco on